Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I'm covering the most crucial settings in Warzone 2. I cover all my settings, but for each individual setting tab I go over, I cover the most crucial setting within each tab. So for audio, controller, display, I cover one thing that I definitely think you should be running to make your play experience better, to make you a improved player at the game. Look, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, man, hit that sub button, crush that like button, road to 5K, baby. Let's get right into it. Alright gang, starting with controller, I play on tactical, which makes it to where you slide with your crouch button and you melee with B and or circle on PlayStation. Do not flip my triggers and paddles. Stick layout default, no controller vibration. Horizontal and vertical stick sensitivity is going to be at a 6.6. Multiplier sensitivity, I'm going to leave that at 1.0. I don't change my vertical aim axis. Aim down sight behaviors hold. And then on change zoom shared input, I leave this to sprint, tactical, sprint, and focus. Automatic tac sprint, this is something like I definitely want to highlight. The second you push your joystick forward, you're automatically in attack sprint. It allows you to move as fast as you can, as soon as you can, non-stop, so you're not having to spam the joystick. It kind of takes the purpose of using it away now that we don't have slide canceling, but I still run it. I definitely think it's top tier viable. Try it out, let me know what you think. Equipment behavior is going to be on hold. Weapon mount activation for me is ADS plus melee. And then on the movement right here, it's set to medium. That needs to be on short. I don't know, maybe I reset that, but I usually play that on short. Let's see, let's go back to controller. Here we go. I have prioritized interact, so I can open up crates, doors, get in vehicles, everything's just a single tap, and I hold to reload. And then for armor plate behavior, I got apply all. You can always cancel the animation. People freak out about that. Why would you use apply all? You get stuck in it. You can cancel it. Just double tap triangle and or Y, and you can absolutely cancel it. We go over to advanced. Target aim assist on, aim assist type default. People are talking about using Black Ops, saying it's stronger. That was nerfed, like that was patched weeks ago. So if you're still rocking Black Ops, go ahead and switch that back to default. It was absolutely nerfed. If you still think it's better, it's a mental thing at that point. Gravity vector on. Let's see. ADS transition timing is going to be instant. Aim response curve type dynamic. Custom sensitivity per zoom, I got 0.93 from low zoom all the way to 3x. Everything else is going to be a 1.0. Move forward, auto move forward's off. Sprint behavior is double tap, but honestly, you should just do single tap sprints. But those don't matter if you use automatic tac sprint. You don't have to tap any buttons. You don't have to ever click the left stick in. You can just automatically sprint all the time. Ground and mantle on. Plunging out of water, I like the movement feature. You just look down and you can plunge out of water instead of having to look down and move forwards. You can just look down and you'll go underwater. Parachute auto deploy, turn this off. This is another crucial thing. Look, if you're trying to get to the ground before other people, before other players, you absolutely want to make sure parachute auto deploy is off. So go ahead and turn that off. And then ledge hang mantle behavior, I have it based on mantle only instead of movement based. It says on the right side, it says pressing the mantle key while hanging for the ledge will climb up. Moving towards the ledge while hanging will make you climb up. For me, I just spam the button. A lot of people do like the movement base because you are holding the stick forward, but sometimes I don't want to go all the way up. Sometimes I'm halfway up the climb and there's someone up there, I want to cancel it. I do not want to move forward on, so I can just press B and get out of there. ADS stick swap off. Backpack alternate controls, I haven't really looked into that. I'm just leave it off. I finally got a hang at the looting situation in this game, so I'm not going to really mess with it. C4 quake detonation is pointless, I leave that off. Then this is just like overlays and behaviors like ping wheel, stuff like that. I just leave those to whatever they're default to. Graphics, I went over this not so long ago. I'm just going to kind of scroll through. All of my graphics settings I use are from Paradox custom PCs, so go ahead and try all these out. It definitely gives me max performance. I'm currently running a one PC rig, so I have my computer that runs, you know, my OBS. It records everything. When I'm streaming from this computer playing the game, so it's really handling everything, and I can still hold in game anywhere from like 120 to 160 frames. The stream PC is coming soon, but for now, these settings definitely keep me right. And just know when I switch to the stream PC, I will still be running these settings. And then for view, this is another crucial setting. Look, do not overlook this. 120 FOV. Some people play at like 110, whatever. You should be playing at 120 for the simple reason you have less visual recoil. I know it makes everyone look so small, but when you have less recoil, you feel like a laser beam, you hit more shots. Definitely take the time to get used to 120 FOV with affected setting applied. Not independent, but affected. I have my weapon field of view set to wide. It makes the weapon smaller. It allows you to see more on your screen. I've always been a big fan of that. That was one thing they used to do in Counter-Strike. You kind of adjust like your weapon position and how big the weapon actually was. So I set it to wide. It makes the gun look smaller. I can see more, especially when I'm sprinting with like an LMG. You can see around it a little bit easier. The rest of these settings aren't too crazy. Let's see, audio settings. These are huge, especially with how dynamic the audio is in this game, but I feel like the audio only works 50% of the time. I get snuck up on a lot, and it's actually kind of frustrating. Hopefully season 1 we see a big difference with that, but I keep my default set to headphones, not headphone bass boost. I have a mix amp, so I can kind of customize everything anyways, but I do have it at least set to headphones. Master volume 100, music 0, dialogue 15. The only reason I recommend leaving some dialogue is so you can hear enemy dropping in from above or UAV. You can hear these small little things, so you're in the loop, you know what's going on. Hit marker sound effect, I keep it 100. And effects volume, I keep it 100 as well. The only reason I keep hit marker sound effects going, whenever I'm concussed, I'm flashed, I can't see anything, I can't actually see the hit marker. I can hear it, I know I'm making good shots, so I'm definitely gonna leave that at 100. Subtitles, I have all off, but it's still kind of glitched. They pop up sometimes anyways. Not really that big of a deal. Voice chat, everything like that's on. Yeah, that's really it for the audio. I mean, the main audio tab's right up here. It's just these top settings. And then for interface, this is a absolute massive setting. This will change everything because the biggest problem in Warzone 2 as of right now for me personally, it's so hard to see your teammates' pings. You can't see pings. They're little itty bitty gray dots. You cannot see them. So if you go down to color customization, you go over to neutral. This neutral by default is going to be a light gray or a white like this. If you change it to a hot pink, just something super vivid, when you ping, it will be pink. And I'm telling you, with the colors on the map, pink stands out like none other. You will never miss another ping from your teammates again. Go ahead and set that to pink. Let me know what you think, gang. But that's it. Those are my settings. Square minimaps default in this game. Thank God they had it round for the longest time. Rotation on. Make sure you have your compass on, crosshairs on. Other than that, gang, those are my settings. Look, if you're new to the channel, enjoy the content, man, hit that sub button, crush that like button. Catch y'all tomorrow for another banger. Let's get it, gang.